Both albums are iconic. Both have left a mark in the music industry. But the bigger album, according to the numbers, is The Fame is Lady Gaga's debut studio album, released on August 19, 2008. Teenage Dream is the third studio album by Katy Perry, released on August 24, 2010. They are two of the biggest pop albums of all time, and are the representations of the electropop era of the late 2000s and early 2010s. In this video, we look at their background and compare them in multiple categories: chart performance, sales, total streams, critic score, award achievements, and touring to decide which album has had a bigger impact on pop music. When it was time to release her debut album, Lady Gaga had just signed to Interscope Records and was writing songs for other artists. When it was time to release her third album, Katy Perry was coming off her breakthrough debut album as Katy Perry, One of the Boys. Lady Gaga was trying to usher in a new fun sound to the world of pop. On April 8, 2008, she released Just Dance as The Fame's lead single. It spent 3 weeks at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. Then The Fame was released on August 19, 2008. The album debuted at number 17 on the Billboard 200, with sales of 24,000 copies. It has only increased in popularity since then, having been certified 5 times platinum by the RIAA. On September 23, 2008, Poker Face was released as the second single from the album. It peaked at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. The song received 3 Grammy nominations in 2010. Poker Face and Just Dance ended 2009 as the second and third biggest songs of the year. Then, on March 23, 2009, Love Game was released as the third single in the US. It peaked at number 5 on the Billboard Hot 100. On July 6, 2009, she released Paparazzi as the next and final single from The Fame. It peaked at number 6 on the Billboard Hot 100. The reissue for The Fame Monster, was released on November 18, 2009. It was really like a new album, with singles like Bad Romance, Telephone, and Alejandro. On May 7, 2010, Katy released California Girls as the lead single from Teenage Dream. It spent 7 weeks at number 1 on the Hot 100. On July 23, 2010, Teenage Dream was released as the second single from the album. It spent 2 weeks at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. Then the album Teenage Dream was released on August 24, 2010. It debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200, with first week sales of 192,000 copies. The album has now been certified 9 times platinum by the RIAA. Then on October 26, 2010, Firework was released as the next single. It spent 4 weeks at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. On February 11, 2011, the remix to E.T. featuring Kanye West was released as the fourth single. It peaked at number 1 and spent 5 weeks at the top. Then the fifth single, Last Friday Night, was released on June 6, 2011. It also peaked at number 1 and spent 2 weeks at the top. On September 30, 2011, The One That Got Away was released as the final single from Teenage Dream. It peaked at number 3 on the Hot 100. On March 23, 2012, Teenage Dream The Complete Confection was released as a reissue to the album, with singles like Part of Me and Wide Awake. Now let's compare their achievements. First is chart performance. On the Billboard Hot 100, The Fame got 4 top 10 hits, with 2 of them hitting number 1. And Teenage Dream got 6 top 10 hits, with 5 of them hitting number 1. So Teenage Dream wins that. On the Billboard 200 Albums chart, The Fame peaked on number 2, and Teenage Dream peaked on number 1 and stayed there for 1 week. So Teenage Dream wins that. For album sales, The Fame has sold over 4.1 million equivalent album units, while Teenage Dream has sold over 6.9 million. So Teenage Dream wins that. And for total streams, The Fame has a total of 5.6 billion streams on Spotify, while Teenage Dream has a total of 5.9 billion. So, Teenage Dream wins that. And for critic score, The Fame has an average Metacritic score of 71 out of 100, while Teenage Dream has an average Metacritic score of 52 out of 100. So, The Fame wins that. And for total awards, in the Fame era, Lady Gaga won 7 major awards, while in the Teenage Dream era, Katy Perry won 6 major awards. The Fame wins that. And for touring revenue, the Fame Ball Tour and the Monsters Ball Tour grossed a total of $230 million, while the California Dreams Tour grossed more than $59 million. So, The Fame wins that. Both albums are iconic. Both have left a mark in the music industry, but the bigger album according to the numbers is Teenage Dream.